So, in a complete shock to absolutely no one, honestly, apparently Joe Martin revealed that, again, no shock to anyone, that Joe Martin was officially told that her Doctor Who incarnation is the real first Doctor. What do you know? Chris Chinballs decided to make the strong, powerful black woman the true first Doctor. What a shock. Because we can't have William Hartnell as the Doctor, as the first Doctor. No, oh, move over William Hartnell. We've got a strong, powerful black woman to put in place. Is anyone really surprised? I know I'm not. Ever since Joe Martin's fugitive Doctor was unveiled in the Doctor Who back in 2020, fans have wondered exactly where her incarnation fits in with the other Doctors. Speaking about her role in the latest issue of DWM, Martin acknowledged the ambiguity surrounding her character's place in the show's mythology. I think a lot of fans are really hung up on that. Quite a few want to know, where in the canon do I come in? They'll come and ask me on train journeys. I'm like, listen, you'll have to ask Mr. Chinballs because I didn't write this. Martin's incarnation of the Doctor was, of course, first introduced during Jodie Whittaker's era, another era of strong, powerful women's. Which, funnily enough, I mean, you had the first female Doctor who was lame. You had Yaz, who was lame. You had Ryan, who was lame, and the only person who made the show tolerable at the time was Graham, the white guy. Once again, white people coming in to save the day, I guess. That's a joke. It's a joke. Because you're allowed to joke about things like that. But no, him being the actor being a gifted comedian and just a good actor overall, he was able to kind of bring more feeling and humor and a better sense of drama to the dynamic of the Doctor and her companions, than they would normally get. So, I mean, Graham was kind of the saving grace of that, which also his wife, whose name was Grace. So, but Jodie Whittaker, era full of strong, powerful women's. Eras the past of the controversial, timeless children, timeless children's story, a timeless child storyline, which massively complicates the Time Lords' origins. To put it lightly, some fans assume that her character predated William Hartnell's Doctor, but former Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chinballs has reimagined deliberately vague, remained deliberately vague about the details. Now the actress has shared a surprising revelation. She was originally briefed that she is the actual first incarnation of the Doctor. Step aside, William Hartnell. Make way for strong, powerful black woman. Martin said, "All I know is that when I took the job and they were trying to explain my doctor to me, I was told how it was going to work, that I was the first Doctor. So I was like, okay. So that's the end of the mystery, the end of that mystery, or is it?" Martin reflected on the opportunity to extend the character beyond her brief appearances on the television in the latest audio dramas. It's lovely because we get to dive a bit deeper. Um, she seemed very decisive, very strong. She's fearless and has no hesitation because she's a strong, powerful black woman. Whereas in the Big Finish audios, because we've got more time, we see many sides of her. Fans will have to wait and see if the TV series ever returns to the Fugitive Doctor story. But if Joe Martin is the real first Doctor, we know what that means for the numbering, as if it wasn't messy enough. So the Doctor starts out as a little black girl. The first Doctor apparently is a black woman. I mean, are you really surprised? Is anyone surprised by this anymore? I know I'm not. Um, Are they fucking blind or just stupid? They don't have the goddamn numbers anymore. The audience has vanished. What the actual fuck do they want? More? They've obliterated the Doctor, completely ruined him. Matt Smith was the last real Doctor. Then comes Capaldi, and that's when it all. Matt Smith had the best seasons. Capaldi was a wonderful Doctor, just bad writing. Yeah, his first two seasons were great, but then actually, hang on. Where is it? I saw it somewhere. I saw it somewhere. Um, Someone brought up. I'll have to find it here. Capaldi's first season had some good moments, but did you know that Bill was gay? So you know when I talk about Doctor Who and I bring up the fact that no one knew that Bill Potts was gay. Did you know Bill Potts was gay? You know, because it was never mentioned at all. It's not just something I say. That's a sentiment of the community because that's what they did. They had to remind you every fucking episode that Bill Potts was attracted to females. Because as if it's like her having a relationship with a liquid woman wasn't enough. They thought the viewer was so stupid that they would forget like the next episode. So in every episode, they had to remind you that Bill Potts was gay. You know, just in case you forgot. Just in case you forgot, you know, the previous episode where they mentioned it. Well, they're just a little reminder, you know. It's like, you know, an alert on your phone just kind of goes off to remind you. Yeah, well, they had a guy flirting with her. He's like, yeah, I like girls. I'm into girls. What? Bill Potts is gay? Did you know Bill was gay? You don't say. Capaldi was a good actor or a good doctor, a victim of bad writing. Yeah. Yeah, so I had to look. So episode one, like I said, it was episode one that they introduced Bill and Heather, who was the liquid chick. They clearly had some kind of thing for each other. And yet, every episode, they had to remind you Bill Potts is gay. Did you know that Bill, Bill Potts is she likes women. She likes women. As if we weren't told this in the very first episode. So the writing, Capaldi was amazing. This man was able to portray like every doctor. He had a little bit of every doctor. It was not only every doctor, but he still had a personality of his own, which that's true talent. Being able to just switch into like William Hartnell or David Tennant or Tom Baker or John Pertwee or whatever. You know, he was able to just because he was a true Doctor Who fan. He watched Doctor Who when he was a kid, so he was a true Doctor Who fan. So knowing the doctors, knowing their personalities, and he could just switch to these different doctors, but while still maintaining a you know personality of his own. But the writing was just bad. It was just bad. And as great of an actor he is, he doesn't write it. You know, he can only do so much with a bad script. You know, he can only do so much. But the Jodie Whittaker era was terrible. That's when every episode had a clear message, like a clear one-sided message. And Jodie Whittaker just, I mean, I don't know if she's a bad actor. I don't know, probably the script, but she was like flipping between doing like her worst Matt Smith or her worst David Tennant. She had no real personality of her own. She was constantly whining about how hard it is for women. Being bringing up constantly, oh, weapons are bad, guns are bad, having to bust out her Sonic for everything. While Capaldi and all the other doctors would, they would just whip it out sometimes. No, everything. She just, oh, well, I need to read this book, whip out Sonic. I need to open this door, whips out the Sonic. Like everything she did, she had to whip out the Sonic screwdriver. Um, And I think people would say that The Master was probably the best part of that series, but not really saving it. Uh, but then, you have the new one where you have Gatwa, whatever the fuck his name is, and people are like, the dude's crying all the time. He's abandoning his companion to go fucking make out with a guy, and it's like, that's not the Doctor. The Doctor doesn't abandon people to go make out with dudes. Like, what is this? I get that they're trying to like reach a younger audience, but they're writing the Doctor in a way that he wouldn't act. You know, and then they wonder why viewership is down. But now coming out and saying, oh yeah, Joe Martin's Doctor was really the true first Doctor, not William Hartnell. No, the Doctor started out as a little black girl, and the first Doctor was a strong black woman. Is anyone really surprised by the BBC anymore? It's already dead. The last of the canon Doctor Who's. Yeah, here we got Capaldi, and he was able to portray every single one of them in some kind of way. Some kind of way he was able to portray them. That's how good of an actor this man was. Also, oh, no, not that one. Oh, what was that? Oh, I think that's my extra key. I mean, I love Capaldi's Doctor. I also a little dusty right now. But yeah, I love Capaldi's, especially the Sonic. It looks like the TARDIS, you know? It's shaped like the TARDIS. You do that, it's blue. And I think when it came to the Doctor, this represented the Doctor the most. The blue, the gold, like I said, up here looks like the TARDIS. Um, I mean, you can't actually hear it, but yeah, he was amazing. You know, I love Peter Capaldi's Doctor, and he had such a way to. It was incredible. Um, but yeah, saying that because they're trying to pander or whatever, and oh look at us, we're progressive, and oh move aside, William Hartnell. A white man has no place here anymore. You were just an old racist. So now make way for a strong, powerful black woman to be the first true Doctor. It doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem authentic. They're just doing it to kind of, but what else do you expect from Chris Chinballs? You know? you know? But, anyway, again, we're not surprised. But you want to know what did surprise people? Finding out that Bill Potts was gay. I still can't get over that. I had no idea that Bill Potts was gay. Did you guys? Did you guys? Why did no one clue me in? Why didn't anybody say, "Hey, John, come here"? Guess what? Bill Potts is gay. Why did no one tell me? When that series was being shown, why did no one tell me? I mean, I wasn't the only one. There were so many clueless people online. They're like, "What? When did this happen?" Despite the fact that it was shown in the first freaking episode. I mind blower, total mind blower. No. Anyway, but yeah, Joe Martin, first official, apparently, was the first Doctor. No one's surprised. No one, quite frankly, cares anymore because this show is, you know, basically deader than all of the Doctor's dead companions. I was going to say Clara, but Clara's not actually dead. And as long as she doesn't return to the point of time where she dies, she will continue not being dead. The show is about as dead as Amy and Rory. Oh! It's like, John, you went there? I did. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of Joe Martin being the first true Doctor. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love Amy and Rory. I do. They are some of the best companions. And their death was absolutely tragic. The look on the Doctor's face, seeing the weeping angel like that, and you see on the tombstone, their names next to each other, and you get to see that they did get to live long lives wherever they got zapped. They got to live long lives together. And yeah, it's absolutely heartbreaking. But you can still joke about it. So, but yeah, whatever comment, I don't know. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.